What's cooking, guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make some easy homemade dinner rolls. You can even use these as hamburger buns or as slider buns. I love eating these soft and pillowy dinner rolls with just a little bit of butter and jam, or you can even use these for breakfast as like an egg sandwich bun. However you eat these, you're going to love this easy recipe because it's just a few ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen. So stay tuned for the recipe. Do hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. It really helps me out here with YouTube's algorithm. And also don't forget to subscribe so you can join our foodie family. And now let's get baking. Let's begin with the wet ingredients, and in a microwavable bowl I'm going to add 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of milk, and I'm using oat milk here, and then 2 tablespoons of honey. We are going to be using yeast in this recipe, so the honey will be the yeast activator for these dinner rolls. Mix this gently to combine, and then let's put this in the microwave to heat it up for 1 minute or so until it's lukewarm or the temperature has reached between 105 degrees to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Everyone's microwave setting is different, so just check when you think it's at a lukewarm temperature. Mix this up again after heating it so the honey dissolves with the other liquids. And now I'm adding 1 tablespoon of instant dry yeast to this. So 2 packs of dry yeast typically will equate to 1 tablespoon or half an ounce. Gently mix this again to combine the yeast and the wet ingredients, and then cover with plastic wrap for 5 minutes to dissolve the yeast and to let it get frothy. I'm finally putting my beautiful stand mixer to use today. One of my really sweet friends, you know who you are, gifted this to me like 10 years ago. A stand mixer is perfect for today's recipe, and you want to be using the dough hook attachment, which I'm going to attach on here. Or you can use the other attachment that is not the whisk. You can even just use a bowl with a wooden spoon if you don't have a stand mixer. Now add the wet ingredients straight into the bowl of the stand mixer like I'm doing here. Then add 1 teaspoon of salt in there, or you can add it to your taste if you like. And then mix it on low speed to combine with the wet ingredients. And for the dry ingredients, I have 4 cups of all-purpose flour here already sifted. And I'm going to add the flour in half-cup increments to not overload the mixer. And it will also help to combine the wet and dry ingredients better. Increase the speed to medium-low to keep mixing it, and keep adding the flour into the wet ingredients. And also make sure to scrape down your bowl with a spatula so the flour can be incorporated well to make the dough. Give it a few seconds when you're mixing this. You will start to see the dough forming slowly. It does take a total of like 4 to 5 minutes, and keep mixing it on medium-low or the number 4 speed on your stand mixer. So since I added the flour in half-cup increments, my dough is looking well combined. I did scrape down the flour as I needed to, so all my ingredients are combined well. If you're not using a stand mixer and just a regular bowl with a wooden spoon, you won't have to keep stopping and starting, so it is a bit easier without this too, but for some reason I feel that the result with the stand mixer is better for me. Once your dough looks like it's combined, it will be a little sticky as you can see here, but we're going to continue kneading it by hand for a few. And on a clean counter surface, you want to sprinkle some flour on it, and then look at our dinner roll dough. You want to put that on the flour surface and knead it with your hands, and the little additional flour on the surface will get rid of any stickiness, but the dough should still remain soft. Knead this as I'm showing here, and that's what the dough should look like when it's done kneading. It's a little bit sticky, but not too sticky to the touch. And now put the kneaded dough in the same bowl and cover it with a damp kitchen or paper towel. And I'm going to let this rise for a quick 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, our dough should have risen a little bit, and now I'm going to divide it into 10 to 12 balls to make the dinner rolls. I'm putting them into a greased 9x13 baking dish here. It really depends on how big or small you want the dinner rolls to be, but typically they are smaller in size in comparison to other buns, but it's your kitchen, guys. You can do whatever you like. And once the balls are formed, cover it again with a damp kitchen or paper towel for 15 to 20 minutes. And in the meantime, you want to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the dough balls have risen for 15 to 20 minutes, let's put these in the oven for 15 minutes uncovered, or until they are lightly golden on top. Transfer the baking dish on a wire cooling rack once they're done to cool them down a bit. While they're still warm, you can brush these with melted butter on top, or you can make a herb or garlic butter, whatever you want, guys. It's going to be great with these soft dinner rolls. And I like to serve this with some butter, even some marmalade or jam. And these are just perfect little dinner rolls you have got to try. So that's it for today's video, guys. I know it was a little bit of a process to make these cute dinner rolls, but once you have it down packed, you're going to be making these all the time. If you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care of yourselves.